Was it?
Oh, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Okay.
You are good.
All right.
Okay. Daddy's got to take a little pit stop to the bathroom.
I hate that you called yourself daddy.
Oh, he was talking about me.
Oh.
Basically, I mean, we almost kissed earlier, so we might as well.
And I'm so upset I didn't see it.
Yeah, we both came to the mic like this.
Kissed each other. A girl can dream. A girl can dream.
Yeah.
I gotta go squeeze the lemon. I gotta squeeze the lemon, Morty.
Ew.
I didn't eat that centipede, Morty.
I hate this.
There goes my hero, as they say.
Oh my god.
Gosh, man. We miss you.
I miss you.
God.
All of yeah.
You just,
it's different without my Ian and my Hiram.
I know. You just had to run off to college to get all smart and shit.
Look, I kind of need it.
What a waste. What a waste.
I know. It's awful. How was your trip, man?
It was good. Can you see us? Are we pretty dark? Should I close those windows?
Yeah, that might help a little bit.
Okay. Makes sense. Better?
Yeah, you're looking a bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right. Can't control the sunlight.
But man, I've been good. Busy.
Good.
Out in Texas most of the summer.
Yeah.
And then came back and been hanging out with Ian basically.
How's that been?
It's good. It's good. We've watched a lot of movies.
Oh, you just had your boy dates?
Yeah. So nice. He's back.
You better have washed his fucking hands.
Scrub a dub dub.
Scrub them up real good. It's COVID season.
Yeah. COVID. Don't get COVID.
Ooh.
Uvas.
Oh, what are you eating, Hiram?
Uvas.
I got gummy worms.
How do you say gummy worm in Spanish?
That's your forte, not mine.
That's fucking racist. Just
You know
because
say-
I'm half Mexican, dog.
No, because you actually know Spanish. I don't.
Then what the fuck is a gummy worm in Navajo, bitch?
Fuck if I know. I never learned Navajo. How am I presenting? You think I actually learned any of my language?
I don't speak much Spanish either.
Oye, me llamo Ian, yo soy de El Paso, Texas, pero yo vivo en Aztec, Nuevo México. Mi carrera es psicología. Yo tengo no clases porque yo graduated from the college, from el colegio, from el universidad.
Not gonna lie, sexy. Just any other man speaking another language is just love it.
Oh, you got that Latin kink. I forgot about that.
It's not just Latin. It's literally any language that's not English.
All right.
So, suka blie, like that's hot to you?
I mean, yeah.
Fair
Yell at me
enough.
more.
Fair
Oh
enough.
my gosh. Jesus Christ. Gosh, man. I love you, Noel.
Love you too, man.
We just that's all we do when we get together. We just laugh.
Yeah, honestly.
Talk crap. Laugh.
You two kiss.
Yeah. It only happens when you're around though.
Yeah.
No, I'm thankful. I'm happy I'm just the one to assist. I'm the one that gets y'all in the mood together.
I guess so. You're the Viagra. You're the Cialis.
I mean,
You're
I
the
dig
meth.
it. Oh, God. That's more fitting.
He jacked off in 4 strokes. He shot the most cum I've ever seen him shoot in his whole life.
Have you seen that video? No.
No, but I need to. I'm so curious.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
You want to smoke meth after this guy talks about it. It fixes erectile dysfunction basically by smoking meth.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Some old white man. It's a must see.
Noted,
Yeah.
noted.
Well,
We'll send you the link, maybe.
yeah.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought a spider got to my leg. Oh my god.
It's just like,
I swear to God, dude, at your house, the spiders like to get me. I'm referring to like 2 episodes ago where I almost swallowed a spider.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Like, and that's like not a sexual act. Like, I almost swallowed a spider. You know?
Not a sexual act. Noted.
My mind can't like picture exactly what that means.
Well, like, you know, the vagina can be referred to as like a monkey, you know, like, show me the monkey, girl. You know what I'm saying? So why not spider too?
Disgusting.
I don't know.
How you get girls is beyond me.
I just speak to them in Spanish. That's all I do.
All right.
Works
They don't know what the fuck I'm saying, but they're just like, my God.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
40% of the time. It works all the time.
Yeah.
What?
It's a
Oh my
quote from
God.
something. I don't remember what, but
Damn. Well, you want to do the intro? It's been a while.
it has been a while.
You say hello, everybody. Welcome to the.
Welcome to the Taboo Podcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta
Hello,
say,
everybody.
You got.
Welcome to the Taboo Podcast. We got honored guest Noel here.
You gotta introduce us first.
No. We do Noel
Oh,
first.
okay.
We do Noel first.
Do me first. Look, I'm here for both of you. So I also got.
Why you gotta
made
make this awkward, bro?
Bro, that's just who I am as a
Our
person. You
intro.
know it.
They always
just gonna have,
crash
like-
and burn
5 minutes of just like
intro.
nothing, just talking.
That'd be one of the video compilation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, but it's your boy Ian,
It's Ian,
and then it's me. That's it.
the Jew,
As some refer to me.
as everyone should refer to you. The top Jew, the Prince of Israeli, El Shaddai, the Christ killer himself, Iron Fuller. That'd be like his like MMA, like he's walking like a motherfucker, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say his intro.
Yeah.
God.
We got the Samoan Jaguar over here.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Our Lord and Savior.
Oh, whoa, thank you. Yes, I am your Lord now.
Damn, I should pray more.
Pray to me, motherfucker. I answer prayers unlike other fucking gods. I don't know where this podcast is going.
I feel like that's fair anytime I'm on the podcast.
Yeah. Our intros tend to be like 10 minutes, but that's all right. Who gives a- This is a taboo podcast.
Yeah.
But Noel has returned because we want to know more about witchcraft. We want to know more of why energy is turned into magic or vice versa. I don't really know, but that's what we're going to find out.
We're gonna learn today.
And we love Noel so much that we got to have Noel back on.
I'm all right.
Third cameo.
We just can't do it without you.
I can't deal without you boys. It's hard.
We can sing Sam Smith again if you want.
Yeah.
I'm copyright now. What if you get
Oh,
sponsored? Yeah,
That's
what if you
right.
get sponsored? Then you're gonna have to take this episode down.
Yeah, come on, Sam Smith, sponsor us. I'm your cousin, goddammit.
His last name is Smith.
Literally just last name.
Yeah, we're related somehow. You know, he's got to be Mexican, right?
There's a lot of up there. They're all probably related, right? All the Smiths.
Yeah. Yeah,
Probably.
totally.
Will is like my third twice removed uncle. Well, yeah. Jaden's my boy.
Yeah, of course.
Makes sense.
My
All the
God.
Smiths, they stick.
Oh, the Smith last name goes so far.
Mm-hmm. Is my water? I don't care.
I mean, you two almost kissed. What's the harm in sharing some saliva that way?
Right. Just this kid has more STDs than I do, so. Okay, on to the fucking topic. Jesus Christ.
Sharing is caring. Yes, go ahead.
So anyway,
Oh, man.
Noel, like I was listening to the first witchcraft episode, and you had talked about the definition of witchcraft. You talked about how paganism, Wicca, and Wickham, is that correct? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Close, yeah. Wicca, Wiccan, pagan.
Wiccan.
Yeah.
Those were like subcategories of witchcraft, kind of like sub denominations in other religions. Is that correct?
Yeah. And then that's just obviously like the three most well known. And then there are some that are a little bit smaller but still have their correlations. So that includes like people that identify more as druids, which I guess technically fall under the pagan category, but that's not a realm that I'm too familiar with. But yeah, there's just a whole different there's a lot of different subsections of witchcraft that there is with any other religion.
All right. Interesting. So you mentioned last time that you're a kitchen witch.
Yes.
And I feel like we covered a lot of topics, but I feel like we didn't go really in depth. And I'd like to know more about it.
Yeah. So now that I have my own kitchen, which I'm super happy about,
Mhm. Yeah.
I can actually make that time with whatever food I make, throwing in whatever spices I feel that are used for prosperity or for good luck and new beginnings, stuff like that. And there's also the typical stir the pot clockwise for good luck, counterclockwise for more negative stuff. But you know, it's things that you learn as you kind of look into what you're into with any sort of witchcraft.
Okay. All I'm thinking is, I just want to go to Noel's kitchen.
Oh, please.
I just want some of your cooking.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I cook a mean fucking baked ziti. That's all I'm gonna say.
My
All
God.
right. This guy.
Nothing. Don't worry about nothing. All right. Let's just enjoy this podcast.
Look, whenever you boys come down, I'll make us some bomb ass food.
I don't know, man.
It just sounded all like an innuendo. That's all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll be
We were
cooking
talking
for you.
about kitchen and food, and Ian's like, I know what that is.
Oh man.
Got sex on the brain, I guess. Jesus.
You almost kiss Hiram one time.
I know,
And all
right?
of a
I'm
sudden-
all horned up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Taboo Podcast. We're gonna be talking about sex today. Fuck witchcraft. Because Ian's horny, that's why.
Apparently Dr. Ian is indeed in the house.
Dr. Ian is in this motherfucker, all right? You better sit back, relax, and get ready for the ride.
Oh my god.
We introduced the Samoan Jaguar, but we got a surprise appearance from Dr. Ian.
Oh man.
These are all just like inside jokes that no one else probably understands.
I think we mentioned it last time about Dr. Ian.
Yeah, the Pornhubby comment that
Yeah.
I almost killed Hiram with.
Pornhubby, that's right.
Oh,
Shit.
God.
Pornhubby has two meanings. It's like Pornhub-ish or your husband's influence.
See, that's why I'm going back to school, because I can't apparently words. Oh man.
So walk us through a day of like being a kitchen witch.
Yeah. So my my personal favorite time to, I guess, cook and practice is dinner, because I enjoy dealing more with the moon and nighttime
Right.
and enjoying that aspect of things. So that's just the time that I feel more connected with myself and what I feel grounds me the most. So what I do is I look up either online or through some of my books that I have,
Mhm.
what kind of herbs do what effects, what am I looking for, and 9 out of 10 times I have it in the pantry because I kind of stick to the same 5 or 6
Okay.
things, like basil being prosperity and uh, oregano is good luck, shit like that. So I see.
I listened to the old episode and you couldn't pronounce, I think, oregano, and it was funny. So I was just remembering that.
I mean, it's possible that I was inebriated. I've had no alcohol today, so it's great.
Tremendous.
Um, so I yeah, and then I just decide what can I cook around these herbs, and I just do the cooking like I would normally, throw in the spices with good intentions, what exactly I'm wanting to get from eating and serving the food. And yeah, that's basically what it is for me. It's basically cooking, which I love.
Okay. I was gonna ask if there different I guess energies or things associated with like cooking the different meals like breakfast, lunch, dinner? Because I know you said dinner is more like nighttime, moon, stuff like that. Are there different energies associated with that?
Yeah, I would say with mornings, if people like to prefer to do their practice in the morning, they probably enjoy the aspect of starting new beginnings, kind of that bright energy. And then with afternoons, it would probably be roughly the same, of like the bright energy, the heat. It's probably a lot of um spells that are more ranged toward the sacral chakra, or uh just to fit in with the whole Dr. Ian thing, things that are a little more sexual, like in nature. Probably a lot of fertility spells can happen during that time. And then nighttime is just more, I consider nighttime more tranquil and more quiet, because that's when everyone's getting ready to go to bed, everyone's home, everyone's relaxing. So that's what I really want to evoke with what I'm making as well, is relaxation, good energy for the day upcoming, as opposed to for the day in front of us. Yeah.
So you said a lot in that statement that I'd like to break down.
Okay.
Um, well, one, like, what herbs they have these specific effects, but like, would you say this is magic? This is like while you're cooking, like, I guess connect for me like herbs and magic, or herbs and witchcraft itself, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So there are definite moments of some herbs being used as medication. And obviously, the most well known one is like penicillin, which is pretty well known. It's not an herb, but a plant of sorts. Um, so that's a real scientific example of what plants can do.
mhm.
And herbs are that way in nature as well, but it's also a lot of the intention that you put behind it. Anything that you do with intention, or with solid, I guess, energies that you want to put out, then that's what will come out of it. So if I'm having a really rough day and I can put as much basil in my fucking chicken parmesan as I want, it's not going to work if I'm feeling really angry and I'm looking for good luck and wanting to be happy in the upcoming days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now let's kind of go further into that. When you put extra basil, for example, because you want happiness and good luck, do you actually see these results? Like, do you actually like feel happier? Do you feel like you get more opportunities from doing that?
I would say yes, and because I'm also, as you both know, I'm a psychology major. I'm working on my master's in psychology, clinical psychology. Obviously, there. All right, calm down. Um, there's some sort of science to the whole placebo effect. Like there's been scientific proof of that. And I feel, yes, that is a good part of what putting these herbs and these intentions in are. But there is also the moments of, I guess, realization that I'm putting this energy into what I'm making. And this other person, like, for example, if I'm cooking for myself and my roommate has, like, she finds $20 at the laundromat, and then she gets a $50 tip at where she's working, like, that's some good prosperity. And that's, like, I didn't tell her about anything that was happening. I didn't plan any of those things. So there is a sort of unscientific thing that happens that's beyond explaining. So I think the yes and with that question is yes with the whole scientific aspect of it, but and as in there's something more that can't really be explained.
Like the metaphysical, I guess it's kind of defined as or talked about as.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you say witchcraft is a type of spirituality?
Absolutely. I think it's one of the biggest forms of spirituality alongside someone that's agnostic, because agnostic, you can really be with any religion of, yeah, I believe in a God, not too sure which one, what they're doing or anything, but I believe in that higher power. And then with a lot of witchcraft, it's, yeah, I believe in what I'm capable of, what I can do. And this is how I'm connected with the spirit world, basically.
And it seems to me like, from your perspective of witchcraft, it's a way to, I guess, express or understand the values that individuals have. I feel like a lot of it is just what you believe or what you are wanting. That kind of leads to the type of witchcraft that you get more involved in, or the type of spells or, I don't know, things that you do. Like you with the cooking and the spices.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lie more there, and that's why you're drawn to that. Whereas someone else might find more value in, say, the crystals or I don't know, other aspects. So I feel like it's a good way to understand where your values are, or like explore values kind of in a safe, structured way, instead of just being like, well, what do I believe? It's just you have these things that you can branch out and try, and then
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that's great about the community of witches or witchcraft is that people really welcome you with open arms of, like, hey, we call them baby witches, but I'm a baby witch. I don't know what I'm doing. Help me out. And a lot of people will say, okay, well, what are you interested in? How can I help? I know somebody that's really into Reiki, if that's something I get into. I know aura readings, things like that. So it's a very welcoming community to delve into and try to find what your strong suits are, what you feel you belong in, and what you think could assist you with anything in the future. So yeah.
I guess I just love that because it's interesting to hear, like, this realm of witchcraft is like, it's an open environment. It's very welcoming because, like, I don't know, just the way it's portrayed, and like mainstream media is like witchcraft is a whole different thing. It's kind of like spooky, a little bit more dark sometimes, but like in all reality, it's just there's a bunch of nice people there.
Yeah.
And that's what it sounds like. They're very welcoming and happy to help, and they like help guide you, help you find what works best for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of fun to be part of this, because I'm still learning things, even though I've technically been identifying as someone who does witchcraft or is spiritually invested in the witchcraft culture for quite a while. It's still, there's a lot of new things to me. There's things that I'm learning are do's and don'ts, things that are, if you're interested in wanting to expand your reach from point A to point B, then try this or that. And it's definitely nice to be able to have bridges to a little bit of everywhere with witchcraft.
Yeah, and I'm glad we were able to, talk about it and get your side of things, because most people like Ian and I, it's not something that we encounter every day. It's not something that, I haven't really thought much to seek out or understand more about until we did this podcast. But even, it's not a big thing that you see every day. So it's nice to hear from your perspective, someone who's in it, like how open the community is, and hopefully it shows others that like witchcraft isn't always a spooky, evil, dark thing. It's just like a community of people
Yeah,
trying to better themselves, help other people.
yeah, exactly.
So to back up a little bit, you said you were a baby witch. That was my nickname in high school. But you said if you're making like a spell, not a spell, if you're putting herbs into like, your ziti, for example.
Mhm.
And he said if you were angry, the magic wouldn't work. Why?
Because it kind of goes back to the whole thing of intentions. Like if you intend to have prosperity and good luck come to you, obviously that's not going to come when you're hating life, wanting to kill everybody that crosses your path or anything like that. So it's a nice way to also, I guess, get rid of a lot of that negativity that you have in you. Because if you want these things to work, or if you want help with kind of all the things that you're wanting, whether you're using herbs or crystals or whatever, you do need to have that energy that's welcoming for anything that you're putting out into the world. So it's very much, you need to put yourself in a proper intention space to actually get the results that you're wanting.
Yeah, like you mentioned it there, I feel like from my perspective, kind of the outside looking in, I feel like it's the energy that you put into it is what kind of helps guide the magic, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Your intention. If you want to have that prosperity, you got to have the right energy.
Yeah.
And so that's just what you're looking to put into it, is have that right mindset, that right focus.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you are someone who, so the only time that negative energy can be a good thing is if you're wanting to do more quote unquote negative magic. So that includes hexes and binding spells, possibly love spells, which a lot of witches don't normally dig into because they are considered a very powerful form of magic, and it goes against a lot of people's free will. And that's one thing that a lot of people are really big on in the witchcraft community, is free will. So if you're angry and you're creating a hex on someone, it's going to be extremely amplified. And then once you kind of come down from your anger from hexing this person, it's going to be much harder to actually take the hex off of them because of all the negative energy put into it.
I got
You
tons of
got
like
something.
questions. I'm like writing them down right now, looking away from the phone, away from the screen. But oh shit, Noel, you're saying lots of stuff, and I'm like, what? Questions. What is a hex, first of all?
So a hex is, it's considered some sort of negative magic on an individual. Let's see. I'm not exactly too sure how to word it. I will say it's, yes, putting negative energy onto somebody and basically making them feel trapped. I guess that is the best way to put it. A lot of hexes include putting their names in jars or burning their photos or something very much, I have control over you and I'm going to prove it by doing ABC.
Okay.
Yeah. The hexes are a hard one for me to explain because I don't delve into that realm. I've thought about it, but then just I know that my anger would get the better of me and it would just not be a good outcome. Also, I'm not that kind of person. So yeah.
Oh shit! I would like hex the shit out of some people. I feel like. I took a revenge inventory by I was reading this book, Authentic Happiness by Martin Seligman. He's the father of positive psychology.
Uh-huh.
And he had like a vengeance questionnaire. I forgot the specific name for it, where it measures like how vengeful you are towards other people. I scored fucking high on that shit.
Yeah,
And like
send
it
that
really and like that really like opened my eyes like holy shit, like I'm a very, vengeful person. Like I was above average for sure and I was like, "Oh shit." So definitely see like the temptation with like evil magic, with evil witchcraft. So
especially like that. I guess like you were saying, that sense of power and control. I feel like that's kind of what is so attractive about it, is having some kind of power, or I guess I don't think authority is kind of the right word, but power over someone else to like either make them act a certain way or make their life miserable. Like that's
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely tempting for sure. Especially because it's so easy to come by some of the materials. Honestly, finding some of the materials for hexes are a lot easier than finding the materials for positive spells, which is probably the scariest part of it. It's like anybody can do a hex if they look online.
yeah.
and is there any like stories of evil witchcraft affecting people? Like, is there like any like, like, oh, this happened to Mark Zuckerberg or something where somebody like hexed the shit out of him and like something happened? Like, are there stories behind that?
I'm sure there are. The only ones that I can think of that I know have been ones that have been in close relation to me. When somebody attempted to put a hex on me, and that was a fun experience to learn about and go through. Also the time of just being on the res and having the Native American stories of witchcraft being evil and skinwalkers happening and all of this and that and the other. There have been quite a few stories of witchcraft being negative and affecting people to a lengthy extent.
Okay. Holy shit.
Ian's taking notes. He's like, hexes, power, vengeance. He's got his vengeance.
The power of Allah. I mean Yahweh. um so you mentioned earlier free will. When free will is taken away, is that the root of evil for evil witchcraft? Is when you're taking free will out of somebody's life, I guess, or out of their decision making?
I believe so. I feel like anything, even in major religion, like Christianity, for example, like free will is a big thing.
Yeah.
And it's that way for witchcraft as well. Like free will is the one thing that nobody should take away from anybody. So the minute you attempt that is the minute that I personally feel, and a lot of other people feel, like you've crossed a line that not many people would assist you in uncrossing.
Whoa.
And I guess if you kind of boil everything down and simplify it, free will is basically just the one thing that we really have, is the ability to choose what we want to do. I mean, if you boil it down, that's all we got. That's all that's really ours, is our choice.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's frustrating. Sometimes people don't make great decisions, and you're like, I want to help you. You just got to make good decisions. But then,
Yeah.
like a parent teenage relationship where they're just like, don't do that. It's stupid. I know how it's going to end. The teenager's like, no, screw you. I know what's up. And then it turns out, parents right in the end or whatever.
Yep.
Interesting. So you mentioned love spell.
All right. Yeah.
Ian's got his attention.
You also, I'm vengeful, but I'm also Dr. Ian after all.
Yeah.
So
Just got a dangerous combination right here. Love spells, hexes.
fuck you up, but I will love you. Should we say that? Should that be like the intro?
Yeah,
Oh man.
I like it.
So walk me
Spicy.
through a spell. What do you mean by spell? And could you give us like a step by step, like how you perform spells?
Yeah. So let's see. I think one that I'm going to be doing very soon because this is supposed to happen on the first of the new month or the first Thursday, which I think falls on the same day, which is super nice. But what you do is you get, oh God, I just realized I have to say this word and I have a stutter.
Tremendous. Go for it.
No, it's a spice that comes in rolls.
Cinnamon?
Yes, that one. Wow, this is the worst possible. Anyway, all right. So yes, you get some of that ground on your hand, and you open your front door and you say a couple verses of nothing but prosperity will enter this house. This house is meant for good intentions, good light, good love, and you blow it out of the front door. And you
so
don't I can't say the word. I tried, but I was like, nah, that's probably not for the best. And you just blow it out from your palm, kind of brush it off, and you continue saying the rest of the spell work. And once it's done, you close your door. You don't sweep it up or anything until the week after. And after you sweep it up, it's just kind of a new symbol of this is what I want for my household. So yeah.
That's interesting. You know what? Because that reminds me, this takes me back to my Christian days. Every time my family would move into a new house, we moved quite often. We moved about like I think 16 times total in my life. But every time we would move into a new house, we would get like olive oil or canola oil, and my mom would be just like, in the name of Jesus, I bless this house, and she'd get the oil and she would flick it throughout the house, and we would call that anointing the house. And the purpose of it was to get rid of any evil spirits, any demons, anything that was still attached to that house.
Mhm.
So it's funny how like witchcraft gets like a lot of shit, but like we were literally doing something very similar.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that I absolutely love about not necessarily Christians, but more predominantly Christians that say witchcraft is going to get you sent to hell and it's a sin. Because a lot of the things that Christians do are kind of what a lot of witch spells are.
Right.
Like I understand the concept of the bread of Christ or body of Christ, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's also kind of what we do. Like we take bread and say this is the body of A, B, and C ancestor, and they're going to guide you to your path of whatever you choose. So it's a lot of similarities that a lot of
overlap.
A lot of people don't realize. So it's very fun.
That is so cool. Like I'm almost interested, like hitting you up later and be like, "Yo, show me the witchcraft shit." It's like I want to start doing that. I really like the cinnamon idea. Like I really do like that. That's
Yeah,
really
I'll send you the thing.
okay.
Send the thing.
Send the thing. Wait, what's
Send
the
the thing.
thing? I'm concerned.
Don't be scared.
Well, we're gonna have to go to break
Oh yeah, less than 1 minute.
because we're using Zoom. We have 40 minutes per session. So like we will do another Zoom meeting, give us another 40 minutes. So
Yeah.
we shall give you another call, Noel.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Alrighty.